If you get divorced and you want to draw Social Security on now your former spouse, typically you have to wait 2 years after the divorce is final, the day the judge signs the decree, before you are eligible to draw spousal benefits off of a former spouse. Now you have to meet all the other spousal Social Security retirement rules, which are the marriage lasted 10 years, 10 full consecutive years, and that you're not currently remarried. You're still single. So you would have to be at least 62 to file for spousal Social Security. Your ex-spouse would have to be at least age 62. Your ex-spouse does not have to be drawing. Okay, so if he's not drawing, when you get divorced, that's where the 2-year rule comes in, because he's not already drawing benefits. But if I'm getting divorced and my spouse is already on Social Security, he's already drawing Social Security, I'm not drawing on him yet. There's no 2-year rule. I don't have to wait to file. As soon as we get divorced, the day the judge signs it, I can file. The 2-year rule goes away since he's already drawing his own Social Security. Now, a lot of people ask me, do I get more Social Security if I get divorced, or do I get more Social Security if I stay married? And the answer generally in these questions is you get the same amount. You're eligible for the same amount. But again, we got to go back to the fact that if you're married, you only have to be married 1 year to draw Social Security on your spouse. But if you're divorced, that marriage had to have lasted 10 years. So a lot of people that are thinking about getting divorced, and they're like, is it going to be more money? I said, no, it's going to be the same amount of money because you've been married at least 10 years. And they go, well, should I do it now? That's a question nobody can answer for you. You have to understand how Social Security works. And the sooner you draw, the earlier that you draw, the less money you get. And if you draw at your full retirement age, that's when you get the largest amount. So for spousal benefits, the most you can draw off your spouse, and I keep saying this side is my spouse, this side would be a former spouse. The most money you could draw off your spouse is 50% of his benefit. Doesn't reduce his. 50% of the amount he's eligible to draw at his full retirement age. So maybe my spouse drew at 62. He drew early. He drew a reduced amount. That was his choice. That doesn't hurt me, because the amount I'm able to draw as a spouse is based on what he would have been eligible to draw had he lived and waited to draw till his full retirement age, which in my scenario say 67. So he drew 5 years early. He got a check every month. He gets a check that's 30% lower than what he could have gotten, but he didn't want to wait. Does not hurt me. I can still get 50% of what he would have gotten at 67 at his full retirement age, as long as I wait to draw until I reach my full retirement age. So if I want to draw while we're married, we've been married 1 year, and I'm at my full retirement age, for me it'd be 67, I can still get 50% of what he would have gotten, not the amount he's getting. And there's also a flip side of that. If he waited to get his Social Security till 70, he waited past his full retirement age, and he gets a bumped up amount. For every year that you wait to draw Social Security past your full retirement age, he would get an 8% guaranteed return. So he's going to get about 124% at 70 versus 100% at his full retirement age. So he gets that extra. I don't get it. As a spouse, I'm still only eligible to get up to 50% of what he was eligible to get at his full retirement age. So if he's drawing early and he takes a reduction, it doesn't hurt me. If he's drawing late and he gets extra, he gets the delayed retirement credits, it doesn't help me. So I go into this all. I have a whole chapter on spousal Social Security in my book. Go to the place where you buy things online, the jungle in South America. They don't like me to say it online. And in the search bar, type in Medicare Mama, M-A-M-A, 2 words. My book will pop up. You'll see my face. I have a whole chapter on spousal benefits. Now I have a whole chapter explaining ex-spouse benefits over here. So to draw on my ex-spouse, he doesn't have to be drawing. My spouse has to draw before I can draw my spouse. But my ex-spouse never has to draw. That is in there to protect you in case your ex-spouse wanted to block you from taking Social Security. He would just never file. So he doesn't ever have to draw, but he has to be at least age 62. Now again, the most I can draw in Social Security off my former spouse, assuming my marriage lasted long enough, and I'm not currently remarried, the most I can draw is the same, is 50% of what he would have been eligible to draw at his full retirement age. So Again, the same one I talked over here. If he draws early, he takes a reduction. That hits him. That hurts him, doesn't touch me. If he draws late and gets the extra, the delayed retirement credits, that benefits him. That doesn't benefit me as the spouse. And again, as the spouse, if I draw earlier than my full retirement age, I lock in a permanently reduced amount on my spouse or my ex-spouse. So I have a free Social Security cheat sheet. The link is in my bio. And put in your email, you'll get that, and it will tell you what percentage as a spouse I get if I file at 62. Well, it's not 50%. To get 50%, I said you had to be at your full retirement age. So if you file at 62, which is the earliest age you can file for a Social Security spousal or ex-spousal benefit, you get about 33%. And a lot of people say, 33% is okay at 62, but they think it'll get bigger when they reach their full retirement age. It's not. It locks in. When you file, that's your benefit. Unless your spouse or your former spouse die. Because if they pass away, now widow benefits come into play. The most you can get as a spouse is 50%. The most you can get as a widow is 100%. So different rules. I have a whole chapter on widow benefits in my book too. I can't talk about it all in the video, but the big thing is you can get a lot more as a widow. So if your spouse or your ex-spouse dies, if you're already at your full retirement age or you're older, Social Security should automatically move you up to the higher benefit. You shouldn't have to do anything. The government doesn't necessarily always do that, but that's how it's meant to work. If it doesn't, then you would go in person to the Social Security office, bring a copy of your marriage license. If you're divorced, bring a copy of your divorce decree and apply for the widow benefit. You do not have to bring the death certificate, the funeral homes, send that data to the Social Security office. So that's one less document that you would need to do. But normally they do it automatically. That's only if you're already at or past your full retirement age. So let's say I'm drawing Social Security on my ex-spouse. I'm getting 50% of his amount because I waited to draw until I was at my full retirement age. He dies. I should automatically be moved to 100%. I should. It mostly works. Sometimes it doesn't. New scenario. I'm drawing Social Security on my ex-spouse. I am 62, the earliest that I could file. And remember, I just said I won't get 50%. I'll get about 33%. So he passes away. Now I'm eligible to move up to a widow benefit, but I'm 62. So I still won't get 100%. I would get 71.5%. I get it now. It's probably about 73%. So I would lock that in permanently. And I was like, I don't want 73%. I want 100%. Okay. You can stay on the spousal benefit. Even though he's passed away, you can continue to get the benefit you were getting. And you can allow your widow benefit to grow. So if you wait to file for your widow benefit, remember it doesn't happen automatically unless you're at your full retirement age or older. So in this scenario, I said you're 62. So you're 62 and you read my chapter on widow benefits in my book, Medicare Mama's Guide to Medicare and Social Security Retirement. You read it and you're like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait 5 years till I reach my full retirement age. That way I will get 100% as a widow. 100% of what? 100% of what your spouse was drawing at the time of death. You're like, my ex-spouse wasn't even drawing Social Security yet. Okay. Then 100% of what he would have been eligible to draw had he reached his full retirement age. And that's what you're getting your percentage of now that you were drawing as a spouse while he was alive. So you will get more. But again, with Social Security, with any benefit, right now I'm talking about spousal benefits and widow benefits, but any benefit, a child benefit, on your own retirement work record, any Social Security benefit that you draw prior to your full retirement age, it's based on the year you were born, will be permanently reduced. Locked in. Yes, we get a little cost of living adjustment. We're expecting about a 2.5 to 2.8% increase for next year. You get a little bit, but basically inflation is that much. So it's probably going backward a little bit. You're not really keeping pace with inflation. So your benefit is going to stay the same or kind of lag a little bit for the rest of your life. You're not going to get an increase in your benefit because you reached a different milestone, like you reached your full retirement age. That's really critical that you understand that. And a lot of widows misunderstand that. And they file early and they think, well, it doesn't matter. I'm only getting 70%, but that's okay. I'm going to get 100%. Then they're upset. And if they would have known they were giving up that 30% every month for the rest of their life, they wouldn't have filed their Social Security at the age they did. So make sure you know this. Your friends, your sister, the people at church, your family members. Okay, my book is a great gift for them before they file spousal Social Security, before they file on their own retirement benefits, really. But it's especially valuable for widows because often widows are overwhelmed with their choices. They're making bad decisions under stress, and they're like, I just got to get this done, and they do something that we can't fix later. If you need help with Medicare, the Medicare component of retirement, that's what we do. Our company is the Medicare Family. You can go to our website, book a free appointment. We're licensed in all 50 states, and our help with Medicare, our consultations, it's all free. We're paid by the insurance company to help you. But if you need more help with Social Security, you will have to call the Social Security Administration. You'll have to fight this out with the government. There's very, very, very few people in the country that do any type of consultation on Social Security, but I did write the book to help you out if you have more questions on this topic. If you learned something, please share this with a friend. Give me a like, give me a follow. That's how they show love on YouTube. And if you have more questions, ask me in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment if you have a specific question. Always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.